You have endless ideas. You spend countless hours making content, pushing out videos, and writing posts, hoping something sticks. But without a structural blueprint to hold those ideas together, that digital real estate ultimately collapses under its own weight. Your brand fractures, not because you lack vision, but because you have no operational foundation to support the growth you're chasing. Most people operate in a vacuum of constant, chaotic execution. To scale, you have to stop acting like a creator and start thinking like an architect. You need deliberate, intentional planning before you hit record. The MasterMind Framework is a strategic architecture system. It functions as a logic layer for your operation, providing a structure that remains separate from your choice of software or specific training programs. Its purpose is to provide the specific framework you need to think, plan, and build with structural precision. You cannot achieve scale through sheer effort. Growth requires a transition from throwing actions at the wall to organizing those actions into a permanent system. Every scalable framework rests on 4 foundational pillars: industries, platforms, creatives, and networks. The logic begins with strategic framing. This is where you deliberately select your industry and lay down your initial foundation. You define exactly what you do and the transformation you deliver. Next comes focused building. We take any chaotic direction and distill it into an intentional, mechanical roadmap, applying the creative expression and system tools required to construct the brand. Finally, we reach scalable monetizing, where the ideas you've built are engineered for repeatable growth by activating revenue systems across your network. Following this exact chronological sequence, framing, building, and monetizing ensures that every component of the system connects logically before you attempt to drive traffic. Let's break down those 4 pillars, starting with industries. This is your environment. It sets the business category and dictates the specific transformation you deliver to your clients. We've already mapped the pathways for business, construction, gaming, commerce, fitness, apparel, rental, and finance. When you pick a lane, the road is already paved. But an environment needs an engine to actually run. That brings us to the second pillar, platforms. This map shows the specific system products we use to execute operations. We integrate Shopify for fulfillment, Zoho for operations, GoDaddy for domain authority, ClickFunnels for selling, and ChatGPT as the intelligence core. These platforms work in tandem to create a unified engine. They automate the data flow and fulfillment tasks that typically consume a creator's time, bridging the gap between strategy and execution. Without this engine, your industry is just a concept. Together, they form a machine capable of real-world results. Now we move to the third pillar, creatives. This is your visual and sonic identity. It dictates how your brand is shaped, expressed, and recognized in the market. We utilize specific media tools to build this expression: Premiere for motion, Photoshop for design, and Audition for audio clarity. Every asset ensures your framework looks as professional as it functions. Once the brand is expressed, we move to the final structural pillar, networks. This is your expansion phase, focused on generating revenue and extending your reach. We plug your foundation into partnership ecosystems like ClickBank, Impact, Junction, and Amazon Associates. By embedding these specific affiliate links and offers directly into your content and ebooks, the structure can capture revenue automatically as people interact with your system. Your creatives make the system trustworthy to your audience. Your networks make that same system profitable for the architect around the clock. When you step back, the individual pieces disappear. You see that all 4 structures, industries, platforms, creatives, and networks, are now locked into place. You are left with an integrated blueprint. It operates consistently, sustained by the specific logic of the pillars you've established. You have 2 paths from here. First, you can choose to book architect. This is a high-intensity session where we map your strategy and design your operational clarity together. Or you can choose learn structure. This is your self-paced route, allowing you to master the architectural logic independently and apply it to your own projects. MasterMind Framework is the point where clarity becomes structure and structure becomes execution. The road is built. The logic is mapped. Your only remaining task is to decide whether you're ready to step inside and operate it.